Moving on to our next section, which looks at the digital media, we had a number of interesting trends that occurred in 2015 that's really worth looking into. A couple that really stood out was a growing popularity of streaming video and the streaming media as a whole. And in addition to that, a mobile has become a very important device for consumption of media and has started to impact piracy trends. So let's look at each of those in a little bit more detail. So as I mentioned, there is a growing appetite for streaming content, both legal and illegal. When it comes to the legal content, we saw an increasing uptake on the streaming services such as Netflix, Spotify, Hulu, all of those services designed for consumers to access videos or music on demand very quickly without the need of downloading. As being in a very mobile world, it's important for us not to we don't want to spend time waiting for files to download. We don't have enough space in our mobile devices to store all the content that we want. So streaming became a very convenient way to consume this. And we see the same trend in piracy as well. We are seeing a real shift in piracy from the downloading of unauthorized and pirated content to streaming unauthorized and pirated content. In fact, when we looked at our data over the past 17 months, what we saw was the infringing video content has been growing faster than any other type of content that we are monitoring. For TV titles, for example, it grew 449%, while for movies it grew 269%. There's a very fast-growing trend. If you are in this space and if you do have content, video content to protect, you need to keep up with this shift in the digital piracy landscape and make sure that monitoring, detection, verifying, and enforcing on streaming platforms is part of your monitoring program. As I already mentioned, mobile is playing a very important part in adoption of streaming video. And it's not surprising that one of the trends that we saw in 2015 is an increasing number of piracy cases that came through the mobile devices. Mobile is really an ultimate entertainment device that we have access to and we use for entertainment a lot. Although the numbers of infringements detected on mobile ISPs are still quite low compared to those that are not mobile related, those numbers are growing very, very fast. You also need to keep in mind a new disruptive consumer technologies that are coming out, and a lot of those technologies are focused around mobile technologies. One of the examples that occurred in 2015 was an introduction of some popular live streaming apps that allow you to stream events or videos or your TV, anything that is around you to your followers on Twitter or any other platforms online. This can potentially start infringing on your copyright, on your content, particularly on your live events. So mobile has to be part of your piracy strategy, and you need to start monitoring mobile channels for piracy abuse and keeping on the top of those new technologies that are coming up already in 2015 and will continue to do so in 2016.